this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This one fielded at the 5. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Right there, 54 Mike. They can't hang with us. 180.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today, it ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the...
Thanks, Coach. A bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing, Cousins. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
First down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
All right, now here we go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
On play action, Cousins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Watch the twins. Watch the twins. Watch the 50.
Cousins on first down. And Cook has it, left side. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Ricky.
Cousins. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 26 and a first down.
94. Let's go, G. He's coming.
They'll run for it with Cook. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Anthony Harris on the tackle. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 27 yards there, a first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's got it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 30 on second down, Cousins, incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. 11 yards there, first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
A first down throw for Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
This is Gabriel out on the left side. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One of my favorite safeties in the league is Harrison Smith. His ability to support in the run game, as we just saw there, that's key, but also can cover deep as well.
From the 41, Trubisky looking deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped him. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Cousins. And this is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. 3rd down here. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
I got you. Hey, Steamer. Say wide.
First down, here's Cousins. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins, he's going to air one out. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he is all the way up past the 25.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this?
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Alert, 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 alert. Red, up.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Alpha.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
I got him.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And they're going to get it. That one's caught. And now the lead moves to 16-0.
Bears 16. Vikings nothing. Matt Bryant set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty. Here's
a quick hitch route and the throw complete. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Allen on to punt as he gets this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 2-yard line.
Jahan, what I need? You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. First.
Out of his end zone, Cousins. And this one's incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. But now it'll be 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Know your job. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Quit talking about it.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Lets it fly for Thielen. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 41-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay. And this will be caught at the 30. A huge play there for Chicago. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Matt Bryant set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Cousins now. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
Throwing on second and long. Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Put up, 180!
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the Vikings' 9-yard line.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
Well, I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Now, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Five. In the face. Mike 40, Mike 40.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky to the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And how about this? It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And the route is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Zebra.
Cousins to throw it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. It's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try.
Good route here.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky caught out left side by Robinson. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. Following the interception, Cousins. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And that is no good. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
It's a party now.
Throwing on second down, Trubisky. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Looking deep for Gabriel. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check, 4 down. 94 is the mark, 94 is the mark. Too little, Cupcake. 94 is the mark, 94 is the mark.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. The throw complete to Beebe. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And look at this. It's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Stay with your man.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
And Anthony Barr just has it all as far as I'm concerned in terms of physique, athletic ability, and now he's versatile as well. When he came out of UCLA, he played outside linebacker, but also down defensive end. The Vikings can utilize those same sort of skills.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Can't.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those two hands over his head, that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1 yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
94 is the mark.
Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 12. When you're on your own 1 yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
37, Vikings 6. Matt Bryant set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, Steamer. Hey, seam 6.
Cousins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
3rd and long for Cousins. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Vikings 6.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, no, easy.
Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the 27, Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They try again with Cohen. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to...
Now Davis fumbles it, and the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. But now it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing is Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more...
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Bailey got the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Break it up. 180. 54, Mike. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
It's our time.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're...
That's caught at the 25. A gain of 32 that time. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it'll be 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here we go. Through. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Hey, wahoo!
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Yeah. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
Get this.
You're all mine.
94 is the mark.
Gun.
And
we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Again, it's Cousins. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will shave one more off this lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here's Trubisky. A quick hitter complete. It's Burton. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They'll try the right side here with Davis. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So down a couple scores, only 1 timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
This is Cohen. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 36-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Watch the curve.
Game in hand, the offense takes the knee.
Trubisky on the keeper. A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Keep it up.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
A loss of a yard. It's fourth down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion helped lead